Hi guys, it's a pleasure to have you all today. I'm gonna be doing a quick video here because we have a new event in Frontline 2 that I kind of want to show you pretty quickly. Let me just switch over to this screen so you can see everything properly. And essentially, as always, what is that? What is that? What is that? I've got a zoo lane on the corner here, but you can ignore that essentially. Let me see, can I turn it off? I can probably do that. Boop, there we go. Alright, so essentially the way it works as per all the events, you can find it over here in this tab. And you've got the event tab here. So obviously here we have the Sojourner, it's still active for over 2 weeks more, so don't forget to do that. And we have the Dangerous Excavation. I don't know if you guys know, but we also have another event going on currently, which allows you to get essentially just a bunch of additional intelligence supplies, which gives you, the puzzle, which is stamina, right? So don't forget to log in. You don't have to get the first one before you get the second one. So as long as you log in past 6 PM, you can grab both. Very, very useful. Don't forget to do that. Because that's 120 extra stamina that you can use to, catch up and level up your unit as much as you can. Now, moving on to the new Dangerous Excavation. It's a fairly simple one. Essentially, you have this board here, and you essentially use your clues, and that will allow you to essentially unlock parts of this map here. And once you get some of the good stuff, you're gonna be able to get all of those rewards. And there's a bunch of XP mats, ascension mats, all of that good, as well as a bunch of those things here, the glass pieces. I think overall you can get about slightly above 500, which is pretty nice for like a little event like this. This is basically gonna be about half a 10 pool. And if you go here in Clue Collection, you can see that the ways to get them is to do a few dailies, and you also have a total amount of things you can do. So for the dailies, it's very simple. Just use 60 stamina per day, log in once, clear supply missions. The supply missions are everything relating to, XP mats essentially. And finally, consume treasure clue once. So essentially by just doing this, you'll get some of your clues. I've been saving them for this video. And when you'll use that, you'll get this one. On top of that, just make sure to log in, use your stamina. This is very, very easy stuff to get. So here, for example, I do have 3 clues, so I can click here. It's gonna lock it, and boom, we get some nice reward. 10k weapon mats, and I believe that once you get a bingo, that will also get you some resources on top of it. So here, let's say I want to go there. There we go, more XP mat here. That's for character XP. We got 30 gems, that's really nice, and there we are. So this one is gonna be unlocked once we got everything. But for now, like if I do this entire column, you will get 30, etc, etc. So here I'm gonna claim this one. And let's say here we got like 30 gems, there's 30 gems here. So I could do this line and that column at the same time, for example. So let's go for this one here. And we've got 30 more collapse pieces, awesome. And this is just something that you have to do every day. Every day you can get up to 4 clues, and then you'll be able to get the additional 2, 4, 6, 8 ones. Very, very simple. Really not much to see here. It's quick and easy, and it gets you a bunch of resources. So that's pretty much all that I wanted to say when it comes to these new events. Now, oh, look at that. Skin for a blade. Now what I want to talk about is going to be for recruitment purposes, because right now, obviously, we still have about 10 days of SUOMI and Ulrich, and we still don't know what's coming up next, right? Because they haven't posted anything on their Twitter. And I was thinking that maybe from 2 weeks to 1 week before the end of the banner, we'll get some information, and clearly it's going to tend more toward the 1 week before the end of the banner. So the thing is that right now we can only speculate as to what exactly is going to be next. We don't have any ideas. But if I were to think about it, obviously, we have seen, because they're changing the schedule in terms of like what event is coming out first, what banners are coming out first. I think if you've played the event, this is going to be a light spoiler, but essentially a playable character shows up in the event. in the Sojourner, and it is right here. To be fair, they are literally on the picture here. It is Duchef Naya right there, and she is a playable character in CN. So if they want to stay with the theme of the events, we did get this event with Ulrich and Suomi. It would make sense if they went for Duchef Naya afterward. So that's a possibility. Outside of that, we don't really have any idea. With the main story, we've seen a lot of Lena, so maybe Lena would show up. But basically, we don't really know, and they could also not follow a theme at all and just go for something completely different. So I think if you still haven't pulled for like a signature weapon, or if you haven't pulled for a V1, like a duplicate for Suomi, I would say please wait a little bit more. It's not gonna hurt you. Just make sure that you see what are gonna be the next banners. We don't know if there's gonna be only one or if they're gonna keep going with the double banners. But yeah, make sure you save those resources. I've only got one copy of Suomi. I've been saving since. I've got a lot of tickets. I'm excited to see who's coming up next. And once you know who's coming up, if it's not a character that you like, then you can go and pull that copy for Suomi if you want that extra healing ability that she gains from it, right? Very, very good. Now, that's pretty much all I had to say. Obviously, do not forget, I don't know why you click, it's because it's pinging me. Don't forget to keep playing the Sojourners of the Glass Island. Don't forget to be playing this event. And here you get 3 tickets, 3 of those tickets per day. And this is what allows you to do the hard mode. So don't forget to do that. If you do hard mode for part 1, you're going to get the part 1 shop. If you do hard mode for part 2, you're going to be getting the part 2 resources for shop 2. And essentially, if you play basically every day, you will be able to clear the entire shop. So you should do that if you want. Also, a little additional note for the special gift for Ulrich. This Ulrich exclusive affinity gift also is high affinity for Colic. So even if you didn't pull for Ulrich and you think like, oh, this is useless, this will still give bonus affinity for Colic, which is a free character. So it's always worth at least increasing your affinity because of the public area, everything that has to do with commissions and stuff. So yeah, there we go. As you can see here, I was easily able to get everything there. And these ones, I'm gonna focus on them later because it's just like classic money and stuff. I don't necessarily need it. I would not recommend getting the unlimited ones because in terms of value, that's not gonna be as interesting. Just get the one that have purchase limits and then move on to shop part 2, essentially, would be what I would go for. So there you go. Those are my tips regarding what we currently have in terms of events. And I'll keep you updated if anything new comes up and once the banner are officially revealed. Thank you so much for tuning in. I hope this was useful somehow, and I'll see you on the next one. Cheers.